Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for tuning in. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you too for choosing this channel, and better believe that you are at the right place. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the video. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. In today's episode, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process on how to edit using a free tool called Capcut. Whether you're a pro or a beginner, this video will be very helpful to you. So first off, what you need to make sure that you have the app. So if you don't have the app, for Android users, go to the Play Store, and for the Mac users, go to the App Store. Once you have installed it, it's now time for you to open the app. Once you open the app, you will be greeted by an interface that has a plus sign saying new project. So we are going to click on it, and once we click on it, you'll find that there's this space right here that you need to work with. So our first step will be to use the media. Media is where you import whatever videos that you have or clips. So let's say you want to make videos from here. You can create videos either AI generated here, where you give it a prompt and it will generate a video for you, or you can use the one that you've already uploaded from your camera or your SD card or video or camera. You can upload it there. So if you want to create your image or video, you can create it from here, or you can come here to the local and you're going to import. So the next step is to import our project. So once you are here, you can import your project based on where you saved it. Either you saved it on desktop, documents, or downloads. You're going to be able to choose it from there. So in this case, I'm going to use the download because that's where I have my video saved. So we are going to use one of these clips. I'm going to choose this one right here, or you can choose as multiple clips or go by step by step. So you can choose on a Mac, you can choose Command Shift, or then you choose either one of the things that you want. Or if you do not have that on the PC, what you have to do is Control Shift, then you choose the clips that you want. So for this case, I'm going to do Command Shift, then I'm going to choose like this one and that one. So you're going to import them. So once you've imported your projects, all you have to do is now come to this timeline right here. This is the space right here that you're seeing right here is a space where you need to work on your projects. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you click on this, or if you want to see a preview of what you've done without putting them on the timeline, what you have to do is just click at the middle of it or anywhere in between, and it will showcase itself on the preview page. This is the preview page where you see whatever it is that you have. So if you click on it without the plus sign, you're going to see the preview of your video is going to play itself in preview mode. So now if you're ready to import your clips, what you need to do is you click on this plus button. So we are going to now arrange our clips based on how they start to the end. So you're going to add it on the timeline, and this arrow is going to help you to move it, the cursor here. So you're going to use it to move around so that you're able to put, because if you leave it here and you add another video, you see it's gonna come here and you can undo here. So what you need to do is you make sure you move this arrow to this side right here, and then now you add your video. So once you've added your video and maybe you do not want it to be as big as this, you can just reduce it to there, so that now it's able for you to add in the clips. After that, you'll move the cursor to this side, to the end of the clip, the first clip or the clip that you are following, and now you'll put your last clip until you're done with all your clips, so that they are arranged in the order that you need them to be. So if we play our video from the beginning, you will see that it has a very beautiful outline, like it flows very well. So what you need to do is you make sure you put this arrow where it's supposed to be before you add a clip. do not add a clip before moving this arrow to where it's supposed to be, this cursor or whatever it's called. So now we have our clips arranged. What we need to do is we need to move it to the beginning of the clips so that we can add now our audio. So how do you add audios? You can add an audio from either you can import it from where it is, or you can choose, because the Capcut has music that is inbuilt. So if you click on music, the drop down menu is gonna bring you to vlog. We have travel, we have cell, pop, beats, R&B, fresh, any genre that you want. So what you're gonna do is, maybe you want the beats, you're going to come here, you choose the free ones. There are those that are copyrighted, but we have those that are very free. So what you're going to do is you come down here, scroll to whatever music that you want, and then you're going to be able to choose it. So if you say, like, that's just a preview of the song. So if you click on it, it's just a preview. Now to add, you need to click on the plus button and then you'll add it. As you can see, the music here, it's very, the music is larger than our video. So what you need to do is you need to click here and drag it across so that it aligns itself to the music. So once you see that green line, you see if you move it across, it's still dark. If you look at the preview right here, the preview, it will be dark with the song. So if we put, let's say this one here, we move it here, you can see our preview is dark. So we need to make sure that it's aligned with the video. So you're going to put that arrow right there, the white arrow, or you can just drag it, and then you move your cursor to this side. You make sure it's aligned with the music. So the music ends where the video ends. So if you come here and play it, you're going to see that now our video is aligned with the music. And then if you want to reduce the volume of, adjust the volume of this video, you're going to click on the video, on the song right here, and then you're going to come here to the volume. If you move it to this side, you're reducing the volume. If you move it to this side, you are increasing the volume to 200. So what you need to do is maybe reduce the music or leave it at the middle where it's just not too loud, not too low. Or you can reduce it to be lower because you're going to maybe add a voiceover. So now, since you have that, you can add loudness normalization, or you can enhance the voice, reduce the noise, maybe you have background noise, or isolate the vocals so that when you talk or when you do the things that you're doing, it's going to be right. So now, since we have reduced our volume, you can now play it to just have a preview. As you can hear, the volume is very, very low. So you adjust it to whatever volume that you need. So you can move it to the side. So that's the normal volume of the video, of the song. So now, since we've added our song, we are going to come to the text. So let's say you want to add a text here and say, welcome to my channel. You're going to choose, we have a lot of text. We have presets, we have basic. You can choose based on what you want. Word art, if you've done computer, you know what word art is. You can choose the word art, social media, title, or the trending ones. Usually the trending ones, it has everything that you need. So you just move downwards to see what it is that you need. So once you choose whatever font you want, you're going to add the clip. Once you add on it, if you click on it, it's not gonna, because you need to come here to your right hand side, and then you're going to delete the ABC, and then you're going to put your word, let's say Melinta's channel. So when you write that word and you feel like, oh, that's not what you want, you can always go back, delete it, or you can undo. And once you undo, you come here, you choose another font. Maybe you didn't like that one. So what you need to do is you come, it is going to download itself. Then once it's downloaded, it's gonna come to the page right here. So now we have downloaded it. You are going to now add your text. So how do you add your text? You just come here, delete, and then you write your text. You write your text, you say that's the one, then you put enter. So once you enter, that's it. If you want the word to run like across the entire video, so what you're going to do is you're going to drag it all through, right? Drag it all through so that it runs throughout the entire video, or until where you want it to align to. Or you can just come to the one that you had, so you make sure that it aligns to where you want it to be. That's how you drag it. You come to it, drag it all across, or drag it just a bit for the most part that you want it to be. So now if we play our video, you're going to see now our words are going to be there like for the entire part of the video. Then you can also adjust it. Do you want it to be that big? Do you want it to be small? So if you adjust it and then you click here, it's going to show you the entire how it's going to look like when the video is playing. So do you want it to be here at the middle, or do you want it to be close by? So you can adjust it and drag it to where you want it to be. Do you want it to be at the lower right hand side, or do you want it to be the upper left, right, center, wherever you want it to be? You drag it around. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to do is to add stickers. Let's say you want to add a sticker to your channel. You want to add, let's say, this one, the like button. All you have to do is make sure you adjust it to the level that you want, or you make it as big as you want, and then you can just play it. Once you add it, how long do you want it to play? Also, you can drag it around, or you can just put a bit of it so that when it plays, it just shows somewhere there that it's been dragged. And then you can also adjust the size, put it where you want it to be, either left, right, center. As I said, you can always drag it around. The next thing is effects. Effects, you can do the video effects, or you can do the body effects. So for the video effect, you are going to choose either, do you want your video like, do you want it to come like that? So you choose how do you want your video to, do you want it to optical zoom, or do you want it to rotate? Whatever you want to happen to your video when you're playing it. So let's say we add this one. You see our video, it's coming up and down, playing to our face and going back. So if you add that effect, do you want it to be to the entire video, or do you want it to be just a part of the video? So depending on how you want your video to be, you can either put it to the entire video, or just to the, you can drag it around, or you can just pull it just a bit so that it shows just where you placed it. So your video is going to play like that. And then now the next thing is the body effects. For the body effects, this is where you want to like mask. If you don't want to show your face and you want to use some body effects, let's say you want to use a face of somebody, as long as you're black, but you can use this face of some, it's like an emoji, where you use it to make sure that your video looks great. So you're going to come here and you're going to let's say the image. You can choose this image. Let's say you have a photo. It's going to locate for that person. Let's say here we're going to look for, you see, if it recognizes a face and you choose this one right here, it's gonna look for that face and it's gonna cover it. Okay, it's gonna cover the face. So when you play your video and you are talking and you want this to be on your video, it's gonna show up. If you want this face, if you want to use this face, let's say you want to use this face to create your own avatar, you can talk with this face. So what you do is you add this to your own face. When you're vlogging or when you're talking, it doesn't show your own face, so you can hide your identity. So basically when it recognizes a face, it's gonna put that face over there. You can, if you're a man, you can use this one for a man. For ladies, we have 3 ladies, and then we have 4 men, gentlemen. Then if for the background, if you want to change the background, do you want to change the background to be this one? So you can change the background. Then what you do, as always, drag it through. Make sure you drag it all over the video so that when you play, you have your background changed to whatever that you want. Do you want it to be like this? Do you want it to have this background? Depending on the background that you want to happen, it's gonna be there. Alright? Now, the next thing is the mood. You change according to what you want. If you want funny faces, if you want the mask, if you want hallucination, if you want to clone yourself. Cloning is where you you have 3 different types of people who are the same person. Like you are the same person, and it's gonna be you can clone yourself, or you can use a selfie. Christmas, you can choose based on whatever you want here. So we go back to video effects. You can choose from the ones that are here, how you want your video to glitch. Do you want it to be, zooming in and out, flashing? So based on what you want. Transition is where, how do you want your video to appear? Do you want it like the Hollywood? Do you see how the Hollywood always does? So if you want it to come to that, you have to make sure that, add it to the place that you want it to be. So for this video, because it's so small, we can't do transitions. But transitions is moving from one part to another part. It makes the video looks amazing. So if you wanna make it like you see the way it's done, it's gonna come to, that's the transition. So you can do the transitions. And then you have the filter. Filters is where you want to change your entire video. How do you want your video to look like? Do you want it to look like, you can change it to have this amazing view? You see the view has just changed from the original one to this one. So how do you want to, if you want to apply filters, you can go on ahead and do it. For me, usually I don't do filters. I apply my video the way it is. You can always increase the brightness if you want to. So right now we have these ones. This is the adjustment. You can do the presets, or you can do the customized one. So according to how you want your video to be. And now let's come to the audio. All right, we are going to go back to the audio, and we are going to choose not the audio. There's AI generated. See, if you want to generate your video, let's say we use the prompt that is here. You're going to generate based on the prompt. You'll give it a prompt. You're going to say, create for me a video of either Nairobi city or Nairobi town, depending on the prompt that you have. You're going to get, so based on the prompt that we had, I did not put a prompt, but it has given us this prompt. So if you want to create another video, you can just look at the prompt here, create a prompt, and then it will create a video for you. And once it has created a video for you, you're going to apply the same thing that we did right here. Now, there's another thing that you need to do. So if you look at this arrow, this is the split arrow. Let's say you want to cut your video to the right or to the left, or you want to split your video. Your video is longer, you want to split it to be 3 parts, 2 parts, 4 parts, whatever parts you want. You're going to use this key right here. This is the split key. And then now we have the delete to the left. This one is going to delete your videos from the left. Let's say you want to delete it to the left, you're going to just click here, and it's going to delete your video to the left. If you want to undo the process, just click on this arrow right here, and your video will come back to the way it was. And then now there's this arrow right here which says delete to the right. It's the same thing. You put your cursor here, then you delete to the right. It cannot delete because the position of where. So we come here to the video, you delete to the right, it's been deleted. If you want to undo, you just click on this one right here, and your video will go back to the way it was. Now you want to record an audio. How do you do it? There's this arrow right here. There's the mic, this thing that says record. You're going to hit on it, and you can see it's showing the timer. So before that, you're going to choose what method you want to use. So for me, I have the wireless GoPro that I've put on it, or you can use the microphone that is inbuilt, depending on the laptop that you're using. So for this case, you can use either the MacBook Air microphone, or I can use the wireless. So since I'm using the wireless, I'll just choose that, and then I'll reduce the echo reduction, mute the project if you want to. If the sounds in the video you don't want them to be there, you can mute that, but you can always reduce the echo reduction and then enhance the voice. Enhancing the voice is just making your voice not be crispy, but be, something great to listen to. So now you're going to hit the record button, and you're going to see on your screen it's going to have a countdown of 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you're going to start recording. Once you recorded and you feel like you've gotten whatever you want, you're going to click on the red button, and it's going to stop it. And once it has stopped it, you're going to click this cut this, the X thing right here is gonna cut it. Now you're going to go back to the video and you're going to listen to it. So now you see that is the it's playing.
Once you record it,
yes. So because the volume is so low, we are going to click on this clip that we made right here. And we are going to adjust it to be 200 so that we can be able to listen to it and be able to listen to the music as well. Or you can reduce the volumes. You can reduce this volume right here, make it lower, and then you come here to your audio. You play the audio and with the music to hear what it is.
So now you're going to start recording. Once you recorded and you feel like you've gotten whatever you want, you're going to.
So we have music playing and we have the background, the recorded audio playing. So you need to make sure that you adjust both of them so that nothing is too low, like you don't listen to one. You have to adjust it based on how you want it. Either the music should be lower, always of course, and then the audio should be, you should be able to listen to the audio without being interrupted by the music.
So now you're going to start recording. Once you recorded and you feel like you've gotten.
So now you've listened to the audio, you've listened to the music, nothing is interrupting the other one. You're good to go. Now you're going to come here to the video again, and you're going to maybe you want to change the speed. If you want to change the speed of the video, you want it to play so fast, you're going to put this on. So the video, as you can see, it's going to be playing so fast, right? Or if you want it to be normal size, you're going to just return it back to normal. And if you want to do animations, these are animations. You can choose from these ones based on what you want. Do you want it to swing? Do you want it? For me, mine is at none, but you can choose whichever here that you want it to be. Do you want it to be in, out? If you want it to be out, or if you want to have a combo, you can just come here, choose from whichever you want, just to make your video lively. Now we have the adjustment. How do you adjust? You can adjust the skin tone you can change the skin tone to be natural. If you want it to be natural, you can increase the temp here, the hue, the saturation, brightness. So if your video is blurry, it's not blurry. If your video is dark, you can adjust your brightness using this button right here. So as you can see, as I'm moving the cursor, my video is brightening. So you make sure you adjust your video to be bright and not as bright, but to have a normal brightness, and you can contrast it so that it looks natural, like it doesn't have a lot of brightness, like it's not burning your eyes. So you just adjust it a little bit if it's darker, or if you like it the way it is, just leave it there, or just adjust it to your liking. All right, then you can highlight. Do you want to highlight? You can play with these, the blacks illumination. If you want to sharpen it, you can sharpen it. Clarity is just to make sure that the video is clear and it doesn't have like a lot of background, whatever. So you make it clear basically. Then the particles, you can remove the particles, or you can also add the particles. All right, so if you don't want your video to have particles, you can just leave it, or you can, there's the fade and then there's the vignette. So if you've done everything, now you want to make it easy, you just apply to all. So it's going to apply to all the clips so that you don't have to go back and forth through one clip to the other. Maybe you have 100 clips. So what you do, you just click on apply to all, and it's going to apply to all the clips. Now what else am I forgetting? The video. So this is for the video. So this is your video right here. Now the basic one is going to show you the opacity. Do you want to stabilize the video so that it's not like moving in and out according to the level that you want? You can choose either the minimum cut or the most stable. For me, I usually use the recommended. And then there's the noise reduction. Basically a lot of noise. Even as I'm recording, you can hear some noise. You reduce the noise right here. You come here, you relight. Or if you want, relighting is new and is free. So what you need to do, you can choose either do you want this to be applied to your video, or do you want it to be just none. Mostly for me, I usually do none, but you can always choose from this. If you like filters, okay. Out of frame, this is going to like make your video be framed according to what you want it to be. The original frame, you have this one. Do you want it to be a YouTube video? Do you want it to be this one? Do you want, according to what you want? Like this one is for TikTok, okay, it's gonna cut your video. Or do you want it to be for YouTube? It's for YouTube, you just click on it and it's going to be the same thing. Then the image stabilization, if it's normal, you're going to make it normal, or you can choose the stable, flexible. Normal is best. Then camera moving speed, do you want it the way, if you don't want to do the ones that we did right here on the speed, you can just come here and say normal or fast or slow. So if you want your video to move so fast, that's how it's going to be. Or if you want it to be normal, it's going to be like that. Then once you're ready, you're going to apply, and your video is going to play according to how you've placed it. Now removing the flicker. Sometimes the videos, when you do them, they have flickers, so you can either remove the flickers or just leave it the way it is. Now once you've done motion blur, you can do that. The canvas is just the space that you're working with. Do you want to apply the canvas right here? So once you do that, you can apply to all, or you can leave it. Then the next thing that you have to do is cutout. Cutout is where you use the chroma key and the AutoCut. AutoCut is to cut out humans, right? When you do that, it only cuts human figures that can be cut out. So if it identifies you have a human right here, it's gonna cut it out. But for the chroma key, if you put the chroma key, this is where, let's say you have a color, you want to adjust the color to something, maybe you want to adjust it. So for the chroma key, you're going to choose right here, and then you're going to click here. You can choose the color. Do you want to change it to which color? Do you want it to be this black? Do you want it to, according to how you want it to look like? So if you want your video to look like that dark, or you can reduce it to this. So chroma key is when you've already cut out, you want to remove the background right here. So it's going to cut your background, and then you can choose the one that you want. Then once you click on AutoCut, you can see it's applying it. It's going to make it dark. You're not going to have any background. So now you can change your background here. If you have another background, you can do it. If you do not have, you can just use the one that you have. So we can undo that. And then the next thing is the mask. Mask is where you want to cut a certain part of the video. So what do you want to cut out? Maybe you want to cut this part out. What you're going to do is you're going to use this, and it's going to cut the part that is down there. Or you can use this one. It's going to cut the part right here. Or you can just put it on none, or just the heart if you want it to look like that. So that's what you're going to do, and you're going to drag it to how you want it to look like. According to how you want it, you can resize it to how you want it, or you can reduce it to any size that you want. Okay, so that is the cutout. Enhancing the video. So if you want to enhance your face, so this is for people who you want to smoothen your face, you can do that. Smoothen your face, you can brighten your face, and you can do a lot more here. There's facial beauty. It's gonna give you the eyes, the nose, the mouth, eyebrows. If you wanna just enhance everything here, you're going to use it according to the makeup. You can put the makeup on. You can choose here from the looks that you want, but that's going to take you that's if your video is not great. When you took it, it wasn't looking great. That's when you can do the enhancement. So now I think I've covered every animation. I already told you what it is. So basically that's it for now. The library is just the material, the AI material that are there that you're going to be able to choose from based on what you've been given. My internet is lagging, but forgive me for that. So yeah, basically that's what you do. And then now you've had your video, you've previewed. Now it's time for you to preview it before you post it. So you can click here. Just this ratio, I almost forgot. This one is to either enlarge your video to how you want it to be on people's faces, or you can put it the normal way, or you can put it to be lower. But the recommended size is just right here, where there's that sign, that's where you find it. So now that you have that, you can now click on it to see the entire video, how it's going to look like. So you're going to play it. Play it to see, okay, do you like how it's turning out? So after that, you see the flicker that we've added. There'll be voiceovers, there'll be transitions. So with everything according to your video, that's what you're going to do. So if you have any questions,
before. So now you're.
So since that's what I've just said, now you're going to go, after you've done that, you're going to export your project right here, and then you're going to export. You're going to choose, do you want it to be in 4K, or this is the resolution, do you want it to be in 4K, 2K, 1080p, 480p is the lowest. So for me, I usually go with the 4K, so I'm going to choose the 4K. The bitrate, you're going to choose the recommended one, or the higher if you want to. Make sure it's in an MP4, okay? MP4 is the best to download your videos. And then here, you're going to export. You're going to choose where you want it to be. Where do you want to save your video? Do you want to save it on the desktop, downloads, documents, as I said? Then you can do that. So for mine, I already have it right here. And then this one is the title. You can change the title to what you want. Let's say you say project, Capcut project, or any project. You can just write any name that you want to. So once you're ready, you see it's 46 seconds. You're going now to click on the export button, and it's going to export it. So since I don't want to export this, I'm going to cancel it. And then now your project is ready. After everything, your project is ready. Now, I forgot to say something. This is the shortcut key. So shortcuts, this is going to show you what you're going to do. Zoom in, up and down, right? How do you catch? How do you match cut? It's going to show you what you need to do based on the laptop that you have. There's the player. It's going to show you the shortcuts that you're going to use to make the player. So that's just something that you can look at if you want to do. It's going to help you navigate around everything. So make sure to look at the shortcut, or put the shortcuts if you want to. So that's it. If you don't want to go through everything that I've just told you right here, you can always click on the shortcut, and it's going to show you what you need to do. All right. So thank you so much. So now that's all from this side. Okay, that's all from this side, and I'm really grateful that you guys decided to watch to the end. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If there's any part of the video that you did not understand, feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. I'll be able to get back to you. And with that being said, thank you so much for always sticking around, and for always coming back, and for always listening to me. I'm really grateful, and yes, thank you. I look forward to doing a lot of videos. If there's any part that you want to be improved or to be talked about, kindly leave it in the comment section. Bye for now.